super quick question. How many tabs do you have open right now? If you're like me, it's dozens. And if you're running a business, it's a lot more. And with all those tabs, you're spending more time searching and less time, growing your business. But HubSpot's customer platform brings all your tools into a single, powerful place for marketing, sales, and service teams. So close those tabs and get growing. Visit HubSpot.com to get started today.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day and smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
Malik popped up on the injury report yesterday. How's he doing and where does that stand?
He's good.
He's going to practice then?
Yes.
Or are you going to limit him a little bit?
No, he's going to practice. No. See how it feels when he gets out here, but no concern. He'll be ready to play.
Is Slade clear?
Yeah. He's going to be able to practice contact, then he's got to pass one more thing, but trending in the right direction. See where we're at with Nick and Darius. Revisit it after practice and see where we're at there.
Did you do anything different this week with your quarterback rep distribution?
Nope.
How do you handle that with two backup quarterbacks? Like, do they split scout team reps or?
Yeah. So what we do is it's kind of what we've done for a while here. Is the starter gets all the reps, the backup gets all the scout team reps, and when the backup's going, the third quarterback goes to another field and he works through the entire play call sheet. So he's able to rep that, and then there's walkthroughs for Drew, so he gets them all. So we try to get him all the reps, albeit not live, but to go through the process, whether it's a shift, whether it's a motion, whether it's an alert play, so they get to go through all that mentally.
Would you need a guy to take snaps with the first team offense in order to put him in a game?
No. I mean, the last, I don't know, however many years that I've done it, that's, we've done it a long time ago where some guys got some reps, 1 or 2 reps, but most of the time, the starter needs as many reps as he can get. You don't know exactly which plays are going to be called. You have an idea in the early part of the game, but get as many reps as they can get, and then you give the backup the show team reps. The third, if you have a third guy, we give him all the reps. We walk through every play with him during those periods when they're going. So he's kind of off on his own, going through it. You might have him throw it to whoever it may be, but just to go through the mechanics. And then with the backup quarterback, you get that, whether it's in walkthroughs, you meet extra, you go through the script, and then that's just how we've done
it. How did you think, obviously there's been a lot of offseason on Deonte Banks is ready to be the number 1 corner. How did you think he played week 1 and obviously another test here with McLaurin?
Yeah, I think he keeps improving. So, he's done a nice job for us up to this point. We're going to need him to. So he's going against, obviously, another good player, McLaurin, who's a really good receiver, vertical guy, been a good player for a long time. So, again, he's a second-year player that just keeps on getting better.
What's the balance after one game to changing things versus not overreacting? Like
changing
personnel, schemes, whatever it may be. Like you worked all summer to maybe you think this guy is the best player for that spot.
I gotcha.
And then it didn't go well.
Yeah, again, the biggest thing is to try to be as consistent as you can, whether you have a good win, whether you have a good loss. You're always evaluating, Dan, whether it's a play, whether it's personnel, because you try to be as competitive as you can be. But you try to stay as steady as you can and make the right decision for the team.
You mentioned earlier in the week Slot would be back more on the outside more. What is your kind of idea of moving forward with him? Is he strictly or mostly an outside cornerback?
Well, I'd say he's got flexibility for us to be able to do both, which is important. It's like an offensive lineman that can potentially play multiple positions. So he's done both for us, and he'll continue to do that for us.
How hard is that for a player then to kind of rotate back and forth? I mean, even though they can do that, but should not put it in.
I mean, nowadays you're playing outside, and if you're a matchup team, you're playing inside. It's like a receiver. Sometimes you play slot. Maybe you line up outside with a different formation. I'd say there's a lot of position flexibility in a lot of roles nowadays.
Do you think Phillips is ready for a full role? If that's a full workload?
Yeah, he's making progress here. So, he was down a little bit in camp. I think he's improved since then. The communication part of it, the playing part of it. But I thought he played well last week, and he'll get some more opportunity this week.
Whatever happened with Neighbors yesterday, was that like a contact thing, or was that just him feeling?
No, something, his knee, he was like, it doesn't feel right now. So we looked at him. We said, let's be safe. Looked at it. He's came in early in the morning, got treatment. So he's good to go.
Did you get any imaging done or anything?
No, he's good. Yeah.
With Isaiah Simmons, he obviously was disappointed.
I'm sorry, who?
Isaiah Simmons.
Gotcha.
He
Okay.
was obviously disappointed with his role the other day. What do you make of that, and how do you sort of handle that situation? When it's a veteran who came back and signed the deal with you guys this offseason.
Yeah, look, I'm glad when I want people to want to play. So it's a competitive deal. He'll have his role each week. That could change. I'm not just saying with him, with anybody. And that's coaching, 30 years of doing it. You're never going to have everybody that's happy about. And you want people like that. You want them competitive. You want to be out there to play. You want guys that want to be in the fire. That's a good thing to me.
Is it harder when it's a veteran though?
No. I mean, again, it all varies. I mean, I've coaching on many different positions and being a coordinator, head coach. You're never going to have everyone that's exactly happy on the team relative to their role, and you understand that, and you just talk with them. And you want competitive people, though. I want people that want to play, that want to be out there, and that aren't happy if they're not playing.
What do you expect McLeod's status availability to be today and Sunday?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see after practice today, with both those guys, and then make our decision on it.
Do you think Tracy can help you more if you incorporate him more in the offense?
Yeah, again, we got 3 backs. I feel comfortable with all 3 of them. So, again, there's one ball. Everybody wants it, but everyone's got a role.
I guess, given how the running game went in the first week, do you feel like given the camp he had, what you liked about it?
Yeah, no, I like Trace where he's at. Again, it goes back to the one game that Dan asked about. I feel we have 3 capable backs. I think he can help us. I think Motor can help us. I think Eric Gray can help us. But everybody's got to do a good job with that.
You said last week just the idea of every year going into the opener, there's part of a guessing game, how teams are going to attack, what are they going to look like, and then how you're going to adjust.
Yeah.
1 week in, I know it's only 1 week, but now you've seen what Washington's doing, and you saw last week how a team wanted to attack you.
Yeah.
Do you have a better sense, a better feel for going into this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's early. Yeah, I think, the first few games. The one thing you do know, there was 16 games last week. Teams that had a better turnover ratio were 10-1. It's 91 winning percentage. Teams that had more explosive plays were 11-3 out of the 16. So 2 other games they were tied. That's 78 or 79 winning percentage. That's huge. And that's usually in the early part of the game. How that happens, I'd say 85 to 90% of explosive plays when you go back and watch them are a result of missed tackles or good run after catch plays. There's some downfield plays, no question about that. But there was runs that gaps were missing. There's a missed tackle here. Those are the big things that we got to make sure we take care of the big things.
Is there anything obviously Malik's first game, so you didn't know how a team was going to play him. The fact that they had Gilmore traveling with him right off the bat. Is there anything you can learn from how teams will treat a rookie in that situation versus someone with a resume?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably too early. I think that's the first week. Again, we'll see what other teams want to do. That'd be a better question for defensive guys.
Take a couple more. Like from the booth, did he make it to the game?
That's yet to be determined. He had surgery, so we'll see where he's at. It's just a day in, so I know he wants to be there. If he's there, he'll be upstairs, obviously.
And who will take over that group on the sideline?
So Ben Burris, he's been with him. He works with him. So bring him downstairs and put Charlie up. If Charlie can go, we'll see. He's fresh off of surgery here.
Shane had mentioned yesterday that he may end up being a little bit more involved with that.
Sure.
Just based on his experience, that also.
Yeah, when Charlie was out getting surgery, so Shane can be in those meetings. But Charlie will be back. He'll be active in the meetings and doing everything he can do. It was an unfortunate injury for him. But again, it's good to have your coordinator. That's kind of what his passion was. Outside linebackers, edge stuff. So it's you feel bad for Charlie.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the date of the big game first before you accidentally buy tickets on your 20th wedding anniversary and have to spend the next 20 years of your marriage making up for it. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You go into your shower feeling... But as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day. And smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.